Alright, hey Max Science, attempt number 3 for the video, so here we go. Alright, so I want you to pay attention to all of the elements of the anatomy that you're looking at here, and it's important to know all of them for the quiz tomorrow. I need you to make sure that you can fill out the diagram that was in your exam review package for both the eye and the ear for tomorrow. The one that was in the workbook was a little bit too complicated because all the arrows were too close to each other. Okay, so for now, just check out this video and make sure you know the elements of the anatomy. And it's important for you to know that where the optic nerve is, that's where our blind spot is because there's no receptors in that spot. So let's check it out.
The location of the eyes enables us to see length, width, depth, and distance of an object. The eye has 3 layers: the sclera, choroid, and retina. The sclera is the outer white layer that maintains the shape of the eye. Muscles attached to the sclera control eye movements. Choroid is the middle layer that contains the blood vessels. The cornea is a clear circular area in the sclera where light enters the eye. The pupil is the circular opening in the front of the choroid. The iris is the colored smooth muscle surrounding the pupil, which adjusts the size of the opening according to the brightness of light. The lens is located behind the pupil and between the anterior and posterior chambers. The lens is a transparent, flexible biconvex structure that bends or refracts light rays, so they focus on the nerve cells of the retina.
Okay, one of the things that I want you guys to remember is that if you're looking at something that's close, your lens is going to be round. If you're looking at something that's far away, it's going to flatten because it has to bend in order to get those light rays onto the spot that it wants them to be on the retina.
The chambers are filled with a watery fluid that gives shape to the eye and helps refract the light rays. The anterior fluid is called the aqueous humor, and the posterior fluid is called the vitreous humor. The retina is the inner layer and contains the nerve cells, the rods and cones, and the bipolar cells.
You don't need to know bipolar cells, but you need to know that cones are for color and the rods are there to pick up the different structures, so the shape of things that you're able to see during light, okay?
Rods are sensitive to light but do not sense color. Cones sense color. The highest concentration of cones is in the fovea centralis. The rods and cones synapse with bipolar cells, which then synapse with the ganglia cells, whose axons form the optic nerve. Light rays enter the eye through the cornea, pupil, and lens, where the light rays are bent or refracted to focus them on the rods and cones, which transmit the stimulus to the optic nerve, and then to the occipital lobe of the brain for interpretation.
Okay, so we already covered the fact for the nervous system that the occipital lobe is where you process your sense of sight. The last thing I want you to know is that for hearing and for vision, they have to pass through a central area in the brain before they go to the lobes that are focusing on them. And your sense of smell, so olfactory system, does not have to do that. And that's why our nose, our memories are more easily triggered by things that we've smelled before. Okay, so I just want you guys to know that stuff about the eye. Good luck and enjoy your snow day.